There's going to be massive growth in emerging markets like ours, given the millennials who want to travel more, the demographic developments, the doubling of the middle class. And if we think that we can cope with the volumes that are coming up in the industry using the same assumptions that we had for the last 100 years, we're going to really struggle. And this is where you need to go back to first principles and question the assumptions about how you're working now so that you can adjust to accommodate the growth and the changes that are coming. So that is principle number one, ladies, busting through your bell jar. And this is important to lead into the next step of where do these cool, innovative opportunities come from? Where does organic innovation come from? And I'm hoping to make it a whole lot more accessible to you and the women in this room so that you can lead your contributions in your organizations. But to put it simply, innovation comes from a place far less academic and technical than I think most of us think. Because we were taught in school, you have a brainstorm session and you've got to study a technical degree or computer science thing. Those are helpful, but it's not the real source of innovation. It comes from a much more subtle place. So let me explain by starting to say that when someone comes to tell me about a project or a business they're working on, maybe they're an entrepreneur, maybe they're starting a project in their company, and they tell me about this idea they're working on, I listen a bit to the viability of the idea, but I listen most to that authentic connection to that idea. I ask myself, who is this person? Where have they lived? How have they lived? What are the skills they've developed? What are the things they've done? What's the exposure they've had? What have been the defining moments in their life that have brought them to this point in time in the universe where they are predisposed to wanting to solve this problem, where they are predisposed to seeing the solution? And I do that because it tells me how deeply, authentically connected this person is to this idea. And this is important for two reasons. One, it tells me the depth of insight they will have. If it's something that has been woven through your life career, you've dipped in and out of and been curious about it and learning bits and bits about it over a long period of time, it tells me that your depth of insight into solving that problem is deeper than anyone could read in a book. And this is important because I think that those are where the greatest and most useful ideas sort of will come from. The second thing it tells me is your capacity for perseverance. If it's something that's been connected to who you are, you're more likely to want to invest the time, the 5, 7 years it takes to get an idea to materialize economic value. And if you read it because it's in a magazine and it sounds smart, and you now just want to show off that you know this, it's going to be like a mental masturbation. You're going to be bored in 6 months, and you want to move on to something else. And I know you won't be able to stand the test of time it takes to make an idea work. Paul Graham, one of the entrepreneurs and investors that I respect a great deal, agrees with this thinking, and he says that if you look at the way successful founders have had their ideas, it is generally the result of an external stimulus hitting a prepared mind. And that prepared mind is that life journey that I just talked about. He says that the verb we want to be using with respect to coming up with ideas is not think up, but notice. So you see how it's an exercise in self-awareness and reflection. He gives us the example of Dropbox. And he says that Drew Houston, who's the founder of Dropbox, the file-sharing cloud-hosted service, many of us at the time were using your USB disk and floppy disks, and he forgot his USB stick at home at the time when he needed to do some work. And that was his external stimulus hitting his prepared mind, because he had been working with the kind of web technologies that would help him be able to build a Dropbox. So when he forgot his USB stick, he didn't think, oh well, this is how the world works, I'll have to wait until tomorrow, which is what all of us will do, right? Because that's what we've been used to. He decided to question whether this assumption has to hold. Surely my files should be able to follow me everywhere. And he was willing to question an assumption that had guided his entire life. And that's what allowed him to conceive and build this now multi-billion-dollar company. So that you see that it came from a lived experience, a personal reflection, the capacity to be able to pause and reflect instead of pushing that idea aside because you've got a deadline, you've got a meeting to get to, you've got other things to do. So if you don't know how to create that space for yourself to notice what you notice even, do you see how you miss the opportunity to drive innovation in your environment? He also says, Paul Graham, that whoever you are, you have a total of life experiences that have prepared you to notice the opportunities around you. So the life journey you have traveled has given you perceptions, has given you things to notice. But if you shut down that part of yourself that isn't even acknowledging what you've observed, you can't tap into your greatest bucket of innovation. Since I'm going to be out of time, I'm going to skip the story and essentially leave you with this point to close off this bullet, that it's the distinguishing factor here is how you see the world. And the more self-aware you are, the more you can recognize that viewpoint, the more you can observe it and notice it, the more you can query the way you think. And it is that space of noticing that allows you to start to be more innovative. I believe that the distinguishing factors in business tomorrow are not going to be, reading the Harvard Business Review, but leveraging the insights of the people in the context and industry that they operate in, and enabling those to come to the fore so that they can be realized and actually implemented. This is not airy-fairy filled with stuff. I believe that the greatest advantage in business tomorrow will come from these kind of noticeable moments. And they will come from your lived experience if you can pause to reflect and value what could be in it. The final point I want to leave you with is really around how do we then interpret what we've just learned in terms of how we bust through our value and source innovation to apply it to solving real business challenges. And a lot of the time when we hear words like digital transformation, it means so many different things to people. So I want to illustrate it in this way, in the way that's really meaningful to business, because technology, for technology's sake, doesn't really help anyone. It starts with identifying the business challenge that you want to solve for. And we can apply digital transformation in, I think, 4 broad categories. Using it to drive new revenue streams, to introduce cost efficiencies, to create more compelling customer experiences, and to change our ways of work. And if you look at it this way, then it's less about the technology, but the problem you're trying to solve for, based on the things you have noticed, based on the fact that you're willing to question the assumptions. So if you look at that first quadrant, new revenue streams, this is a range of probably business activities that one would do when trying to drive new revenue streams in any industry. And this is key to show you that you would start with identifying the business problem you want to solve for, and then you think about which technology to apply to it. In this space, the quality of data science, how we aggregate data and artificial intelligence, and how we unpack customer data to recognize new opportunities to upsell, to cross-sell, to meet their needs better, is crucial in a lot of these gray blocks here. But there's other areas to sort of create new revenue streams, like creating whole new products and servicing whole new markets. We still live in an environment in South Africa where the black majority is not serviced sort of in aviation. How do we change the assumptions that it's too expensive and inaccessible to actually create the right products? And the next step is going to be who do well are going to be those who can align and build broader ecosystems of shared value and shared data so that you can start to make that customer experience much more seamless. And at the very end is when even, I suspect, immigration officers, civil aviation authorities are coming to the party to make sure that end-to-end customer experience from country to country is a lot more seamless. And this is probably the journey I think we would have to take for customer experience to be significantly improved for flyers today. And that will change, that will require quite a lot of effort and change from the way things are now. The fourth category around changing our ways of work really speaks to culture. And I want to emphasize this point because if we don't change our ways of work, especially within well-established organizations like yours, these innovation opportunities will die quite quickly. Most of the time when companies want to adopt an innovation or digital transformation agenda over 4 they emphasize and focus a lot on the activities on the left, because these are the likable behaviors. We want to encourage a tolerance of failure, a willingness to experiment. But the flip side is that to actually achieve these behaviors, there's opposing, tougher behavior that you also need to implement in the organization. Otherwise, these likable behaviors will fail. So while you must have a tolerance for failure, you can't have a tolerance for incompetence, because then you're just letting people mess around with resources and pass time. You actually have to have a high-performance culture, so that when you're failing, you're learning from it and improving your level of performance. You should have a willingness to experiment, but is it disciplined? Are you targeting a business problem? Are you going to come out with a meaningful outcome from that? You should provide psychological safety so that people can have open, candid conversations with their seniors and their peers. But you should also be able to have brutal honesty. And when something is not working, candid, when someone is not performing, even if they're a senior, to be able to give that kind of feedback. Otherwise, the place of psychological safety, again, just encourages poor performance. And while we want collaboration, because everyone's ideas are going to be super helpful, it doesn't mean that we don't need accountability. Collaboration means that you can get lots of inputs, but someone is still responsible for delivering an outcome. So these are sort of some of the examples that are proven pretty tough for companies to be able to achieve in that drive to become more innovative, because of the stuff on the right-hand side tends to be so much tougher to deliver and demands so much more of the leadership and management. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the 3 steps that I wanted to leave you with today on your journey of sort of building digital mastery. Again, it really starts with that personal space, where you are able to question the assumptions you have based your entire life on to bust through your bell jar. That then allows you to start noticing those opportunities for improvement, whether it's addressing something that's irritated you for 10 years, but you've kind of accepted it because you thought it's just how the way it works, and being willing to question that assumption, and being willing to explore, even when you don't have the answer, being willing to explore, to try and start to find that answer. And then applying some of those insights, those noticeable moments, to different business activities, whether it's in revenue creation, cost reduction, new customer experiences, or changing your ways of work. And I hope that gives you a more practical and accessible way to get into this conversation of innovation, because it really does start with the individual's journey of self-awareness and consciousness. Thank you very much.